Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For my first video of 2019, let's get it right. For my first video of 2019, I thought it would be really fun to recreate my makeup look that I did at the start of last year. I'm always seeing people post progress pics and it always looks so much fun, so I thought I would give it a go. The look that I'm going for is a fun pink glittery look using the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to try to stick to the products that I used last year as much as possible to stay kind of as faithful to it, and we'll see how it goes. As always, if you enjoy the video, then do give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment letting me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on the next video. And yeah, let's get into this one. Okay, great. So I'm going to start off with the eye makeup over here. So last year I used the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Creme de Rose to prime. I don't have that anymore, or if I do, it's probably dried out. So I'm just, as always, going to use my PLouise Base in the shade 0.5 and just apply that with a Blank Canvas Cosmetics F17 brush. So I'm going to jump into the Modern Renaissance palette, and past me has very helpfully listed all the shades that I used on my Instagram. So the first colour that I'm going to go for is Love Letter, and I'm going to run that through my crease, packing that in with a fluffy blending brush. And then I'm just going to use these windshield wiper motions just to blend it out a little bit more evenly. Now that I've packed on Love Letter, I'm going to jump into Buon Fresco to blend it out. So for this one, I'm just using a big fluffy brush from an old set from eBay and just blending out the edges. And then just to finish blending that out into the brow bone, I'm going to jump into Tempera with a big flat brush. So now we're going to start deepening that crease. So I'm going to jump into Venetian Red with another fluffy blending brush. This one is kind of tapered at the end to be a bit more precise. Then jumping back into Love Letter in the first brush to blend it out. And then I'm going to deepen that even more with the colour Red Ochre. And I'm going to focus this one more on the outer corner. And again, making sure that that's all blended in using that first brush. Then for the lower lash line, I'm just starting with Love Letter again. Then with Venetian Red. And finally a little bit of Red Ochre. So I'll finish blending that out once I've got foundation and concealer on. So what I'm going to do now is cut my crease, and I'm going to jump back into the PLouise Base for that. So I've just cut halfway across my lid. I'm now going to jump back into the brush that I used Venetian Red is without any extra eyeshadow, just to blend the edge out. So for the cut crease last year, I used the silver from the Huda Beauty Smoky Obsessions palette, but I don't have that with me at the moment. So I'm actually going to jump into the Prism palette by Anastasia. I'm going to use the shade Dimension as a base. Just taking that on a flat brush and packing it onto the base. So before jumping into the glitter, I'm going to do the liner first this time, just because it's a bit easier. And I'm just going to be, as always, using the Inglot gel eyeliner in black and just taking it on a Zoeva 315. And just to set it, I'm just going to jump into Obsidian from the Prism palette with just an angled liner brush. Now that the liner's done, I'm going to jump into two glitters. So on the inner corner, I'm going to be using the Revolution Glitter Bomb in Glitterazzi. And then for the center of my eye, it's going to be the MAC Glitter, and the shade is just called Pink. I'm just going to start by priming with the NYX Glitter Primer all over where we applied the shade Dimension, just using a flat synthetic brush. Starting off with Glitterazzi. Then in with the MAC glitter. I'm super impressed with this Revolution glitter. I think it was only about £4 as well, so pretty good deal. One thing that I didn't have last year in the look was lashes, just because I wasn't very good at applying them. But I think that with the sparkles that we've got going on now, we need some extra fluffy lashes. I think I'm gonna go with the Opulence lashes from the Kiss Lash Couture 5th Avenue collection. While I wait for my lash glue to dry, I'm just gonna apply a quick coat of mascara and use the Inglot liner on my waterline. Absolutely in love with these lashes, they're stunning. So that's it for the eyes for now. So I'm going to zoom you out and we're going to move on to the skin. Right, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on the skin just because a lot of these products are ones I used in my glam routine just before Christmas. So I'm just going to go through them quite quickly. So I'm just going to start by priming with the MUA Pro Base Primer and follow it up with the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. For foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD stick. The shade is R230. Now I was going to use this matte concealer that I used to use with this foundation, but I need a lot of concealing today. So instead it's going to be the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer, and I'm in the shade Snow. Then to set that, just using the RCMA No Colour Powder. Just going to take a powder brush to brush off the excess. Then I'm going to finish off my lower lash line by jumping back into Buon Fresco and blending out that lower edge. Just going to spray on some Barry M Flawless Mist and Fix to seal in the skin. So I'm now going to jump in and do brows, and last year I was using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I'm in the shade Blonde. I hadn't actually used this since summer last year, so I pulled it out and gave it a go yesterday. It hasn't dried down, I can still use it, and it went okay yesterday, but it probably won't today. So I'm just going to take that with an angled brush from Anastasia. The number has rubbed off, and we're going to attempt to do my brows. Jump back into a tiny bit of concealer. I just want to neaten up this brow. And I'm just going to set my brows with the Max Factor Natural Brow Styler. I mean, admittedly, brows like this do look very neat and very nice. That just took me so much longer than it usually does. Just gonna jump back into the Modern Renaissance palette into the shade Vermeer, just to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. For the face, apparently last year I used the Iconic London Contour Kit, which is a cream product, so I kind of forgot about that. But I'm just going to use my, guess I'm going to use what remains of my NYX HD blush in Taupe for contour. And then for bronzer, as always, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in Blonde Harmony. For blush, it's an oldie but a goodie. It's the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I haven't been reaching for this one as much as I used to this time last year, but it does just give the most lovely, healthy glow, so we're gonna go with it today. For highlighter last year, I used the Ochre and Nikki Tutorials highlighter in Glazed Donut, but with the blush that I've got on, I think that's a little bit too cool tone, so this year I'm going to change it to the Revolution Vivid Baked highlighter, and the shade is Golden Lights. And then just to intensify it, just my favourite trick, just going to spray my brush with some setting spray. For my lips, I used a mixture of two products last year. First one is the Barry Matte Me Up Lip Kit. The shade is Go To. This is a definite favourite. I actually went out and repurchased this as my second one because I'd run out. And then over the top of that, I'll be using the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Manila. I'm going to go in with one of the Revolution lip toppers from their Christmas collection, and this is the shade Luxurious. And then I'm going to go in with another one of the Barry M Flawless Mists and Fix. This is the Illuminating Finish. Okay guys, what do you think? Do you prefer this one or last year's? Definitely let me know in the comments. I am obsessed with this glitter. It's just so reflective. Definitely going to be using that again, and it's so cheap. You get this huge pot for only £4. Like, I'd say that's pretty good. I might have to pick some more up. So yeah guys, let me know what you thought of the first video of this year down in the comments. If there's any others that you want me to redo, anything that anyone else has done that you want me to give a go, definitely let me know. Don't forget as well to leave me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the next video. You can also find pictures of this look and others on my Instagram, which is Auroreblogs, and I've also got my blog, which is auroreblogs.com, where I post product reviews and hauls, so don't forget to check that out. It's all going to be in the description box down below, and I'll see you all on the next video guys. Bye!